So the next step says to countersink the holes in the backboard. And so here on this cabinet we've got examples. Here's a hole that's been countersunk, here's one that has not been countersunk, and then a screw that's been put in a hole that's been countersunk, and a screw that's been put in one that isn't. And so what you can see is that makes the screw stick out if it's in a hole that hasn't been countersunk. So the countersink bit is just a bit like this. It's a regular drill bit, but then it's held in by another cutting tool that has a tapered edge on it. And what that'll do is, along with the tapered edge on the screw, it matches that so that it can sit flush and look much better. So you want to take one of these. There's a couple of them up here, and you want to put those into just a handheld drill and pilot hole. To use a drill, what we need to do is we first need to realize that when we squeeze the trigger, the black part up front spins, and that's what makes the drill bit spin and drill a hole. Right now there's a red button right here. It's pushed in on this side over here, so it's spinning from my angle, it's spinning clockwise. If you push that in, it goes the other direction. Okay? So we want it to go clockwise from this vantage point so that it screws and drills through wood. And to make that happen, what we do is, hopefully you can see this, when I squeeze the trigger and hold on to this black section, then we have this part comes out. If I push it in the other direction, it goes back in and opens up. So I want to put a drill bit in there, so I'm going to close those jaws a bit. I'm going to put in my countersink bit for the time being, and now it'll cut holes. Okay, so I can also do that with a regular drill bit, and I just hold it at the same time as I put this in, and I'm holding the black portion so I can try and get it centered, and then just tighten it up. Now I can drill holes. So to use the countersink bit, I'm going to put that in the drill. I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to go to the back of my backboard, and I'm going to install that by pushing down. I got to push down fairly hard. And now my screw is not super loose, but not super tight, and I'll be able to use either a drill or a handheld screwdriver to get that through there.